Right now, we are being asked to pause and make sure we're taking time to heal. The angels want you to know that they support you through this healing process, and they see the way many of us have been through some really challenging times. Maybe you've lost a loved one. Maybe you feel regret over trusting someone and feeling deceived. Maybe you feel like you've let yourself down, but they want you to know they're here with you through this healing process, and good things are coming for you. Hi, I'm Devon Duerr here with your February 2023 guidance from the angels. Before we get even deeper, just a couple quick announcements here. I want to make sure you know about my free newsletter. When you sign up at devonduerr.com, right away you will get a copy for free of my ebook, Is It a Sign? How to Recognize Signs and Discover Their Meaning. Also, you will be notified about my free monthly event when it's happening, which is the second Wednesday of every month, Online Coffee with Devon. This is a roundtable discussion. At the beginning, I share angel messages for the group, and then it's kind of a Q&A and a sharing with people who are just getting started with their intuitive journey, all the way to people who have been doing this their entire lifetime. And we all help each other out. We all answer to each other's questions and support each other. The next one is coming up on February 8th, and I'd love to see you there. You don't have to participate to join. You can listen in with your video camera off. That's absolutely fine. And then later, I post the messages on YouTube with the audio only, so you can listen back in case you missed it or you want to hear the messages and discussion again. Feel free to go check out some of my past coffees to see what they're like. Also, I want to let you know about another service I'm a part of, SiriusJoy.com. Sirius as in the star Sirius, Sirius. This amazing astrology service is also a spiritual coaching service. No matter where you are on your journey, there is loads of content to help you on your journey, help you find your tribe. And then my favorite part about it is the Sirius Joy step system created by Sensei Christopher Witecki, where you will get daily pep talks with information about the astrology, about the energy, and guiding you through your journey, helping you deepen your process. And I want you to know, if you're looking to go deeper, this is where it is. I also offer a weekly show there called Angels Aligning, where you can get up-to-date current messages for every day of the week. There's also other shows I'm a participant in, and there's 3 other amazing content creators, and we're hoping to bring on more. So please check it out at SiriusJoy.com, only $3.99 for the first month, and see all the amazing content there and see how you can come together and grow in this community. It's so much fun. And as always, if you are resonating with this content, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and share this video, and also make sure you subscribe so you're notified when other videos are uploaded. It really helps my channel to grow. Now, getting into the February 2023 angel guidance even deeper, I want you to know that the way I work with the angels is I always ask for these messages to reach you when it's in your highest interest. So whether you're watching these right when I post it or several months or even years later, please know that these messages are meant for you at that time. And I say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings and the messages be for the highest good of those who come across them. Now remember, angels will not tell you what to do. They never want us to give our power away. So because this is a group message, if something does not resonate, use your intuition and leave it behind. It may be for someone else. However, if something does resonate with you, I want to encourage you to write it down. Start creating your book of evidence right now. I find hindsight is often the most powerful tool for building trust in your connection with the angels, and this means you've got to give yourself credit. So even if you don't understand a sign, but you think it's a sign, write it down, start creating that evidence so you can come back later after you've experienced some things and you can see how you are being guided. So get out those notebooks and paper, or maybe you have your own copy of my new journal, Book of Evidence. You can check that out on my website as well. And let's get started with more guidance from the angels. Thank you for your patience there as I get through those announcements there and wanted to make sure you knew that this is meant to be a safe, high vibrational place. So first, know this, okay? Know that the angels see how you are working so hard to get to a higher vibrational place, that you've been putting the work in. You've been being a team player, but maybe you're not feeling recognized yet. Maybe you feel like you're doing all this work and you're not getting the rewards you want from the high quality and creative work you're doing. They want us to know they see this. And they want us to know that they understand we are waiting for some sign that our hard work is being received in its proper form. We've been asked for a long time now to keep a lot of patience with us as we move through this, or to have patience. Easier said than done, right? But please know that there's a lot going on behind the scenes as well. And they want us to be careful not to be in this illusion that we're trapped, that we are getting into a place of not having self-confidence and we're afraid to take action. They see that we really need to move on in order to achieve that spiritual and emotional growth we're looking for that will be meaningful. And we know in our subconscious that at the rate which we are working and it's not being received, it's not sustainable. So we are going to have to start making some choices here. We spent January making decisions, making long-term plans to help us gain sustainability, but we are afraid of the consequences of taking action on these plans and enforcing the strategy. We must break out of this false prison. All right, so that's what they want us to know. It's a false prison. So what's coming up for you right now as you hear this where you feel stuck? That's what they're asking us to address. And they want us to know that they do see the way recently we've started really listening to our intuition. They do see that we've had a lot of patience and they want to commend us on this. They want us to know that they see how many times we felt like acting on something and we paused and we've been so patient and trusted our intuition. But, they want us to know that this is because we are being asked to play the long game, and they want to commend you on being able to do that. And like I said, we were doing in January, making those long-term plans. Now we're in this place where we do have to make some kind of move with them and not allow our lack of self-confidence to hold us back, or like they said earlier, this feeling like I'm not getting any recognition for the hard work, so what am I doing here? They do want us to know too that don't forget to take enjoyment from the life's little luxuries that we have available to us, spending quiet time alone, finding ways to work towards the self-employment you're looking for, just spending a little time here and there, improving your skills or making plans, because you have been working so hard and you are going to get rewards from this. But they want you to know that one of the things you can start doing right now as you're hearing these messages is start using your self-discipline and your willpower to get where you need to go. Invite Archangel Metatron in to work with you and take the new opportunities coming up for you. Many of us are going to have an opportunity to either receive a loan or pay off some debt. So pay attention to where you can use your willpower to gain the sustainability you want, to gain recognition from peers, friends, or family, and use this to invest in your future by maybe paying off some other debts or loans, or offering your time and effort to help others. Again, activating that giving and receiving cycle there. What's coming up for many of us is we are looking for that rewarding life where we can come home and feel good about the work we're doing. And this is coming your way when you tap into that self-discipline and you tap into that willpower. Your emotional and material needs will be met, but you have to focus on having trustworthy relationships in your life. We need to leave behind the ones where people are in and out of our lives a lot. They're not reliable. They're telling us one thing, they're doing the other. They're saying they're going to deliver or they're going to show up and they're not. We need to focus on having those trustworthy relationships in our life in order to get that home and family we want. But you will begin to see the fruits of your labor in your home or your family life soon if you use that willpower, that self-discipline to make sure you're focusing on the right things. You will rest in contentment and satisfaction of what you have achieved by staying focused. You're going to get a lot of power from taking the different perspective of things, not following the crowd, standing back, and following the spiritual path with things. Use your spiritual gifts and follow your intuition to find out what the best path is for you. When you remember to take delays as an opportunity to change your perspective, you gain so much from your personal power. So if you see a bunch of people running off to do one thing, try to pause if you can, try to back up and see what's going on, try to see the bigger picture so that you can make the best decision for your path there. Also, notice those around you who are needing celebration from you. We're sitting here waiting for recognition for our hard work. Who around you is needing more fun time with you, more love from you? Who needs celebrating in your life? Go have fun with your loved ones and friends and celebrate life. We're only a short way into 2023, but look around and give credit where credit is due. That those messages came up in December and January to yourself. Give yourself credit over 2022 for how far you've come and see what you've done so far in January up until this point. Remember to use compassion. We're not going into a place of, oh, I've only done this or I haven't done anything. We want to see what are we doing that we can celebrate right now? And how can we celebrate the ones we love too, to bring that joyful, fun energy in there? So to achieve your goals, you must face your fears and you must make a decision. You used January to make plans. You did make a decision, but have you actually acted on it so far? Part of what is holding you back from this decision, they're saying, is that you may need to gather more information. You may need to research your options. This could help alleviate fears and bring in a more helpful energy for you, because ultimately that's what we're wanting, is that happy home life, whether it's a family or just being content when you come home at the end of the day with the hard work you've put in. And this is going to require you feeling that financial security. So find magic in the little things in life. Make the choices that will bring you financial security. Find magic in the backyard picnic instead of the more expensive options. Enjoy time playing games at home that do not cost you anything but give you the luxury of being with family and creating happiness and a solid foundation for your future. Those memories can be so beautiful and they're really worth the effort there. And when we leave behind this need to keep up with the crowd or do what everybody else is doing, we'll find a lot more security there. Also, don't forget, if you're wanting to deepen your connection with the angels through your journaling, I do have my automatic writing offering on my website. So go check out some of my offerings on there. This is a reusable video. It's also a guided meditation that helps you get into the state so you can start using automatic writing to get guidance yourself. One of my favorite things to do is help others use their own intuitive abilities. You're here because you are intuitive. You do have intuitive abilities, but sometimes we need help identifying what they are and how we use them. Now, they did give us 3 actions to keep in mind for right now, coming up in the future and in the long term. And the first thing they wanted us to know is right now you need to affirm you are ready to move on, even if you have not seen the fruits of your efforts yet, or if it feels like delayed gratification. So offer yourself closure on this. If you feel like, well, I'm just waiting for somebody to say good job and then I'll move on to the next project, try not to sit in that energy. Just tell yourself you did a good job. The same thing with relationships, maybe past jobs. It might be time to go ahead and move on, but maybe, the example they're showing me is maybe you heard that your business is probably going to start downsizing soon. Possibly your job is going to get downsized and you don't know whether you're going to get to stay or not. So you go ahead and start working on what would be your options, and you kind of close the cycle on the work you've done, and offering yourself that closure is going to help you with taking action. They also want you to know that there's a risk of self-sabotage coming up for you if you don't stay in that higher vibrational energy where you're focusing on your ultimate goal of where you want to go. So use your intuition to identify fears causing you to have self-destructive thoughts or self-destructive behavior. We don't want to go into this self-fulfilling prophecy stage where we're going, oh, I'm just sure it's going to be me that gets downsized. We want to focus on where do we want to be and where do we belong. That's what February is really about, is figuring out where do we belong, taking action so that we can get to the place that our heart really wants, where we can have that contented, happy life at the end of the day when we're putting our work into our passions. And then long term, they want you to know it will be important to avoid any kind of codependencies. This is why we were getting that guidance earlier, to make sure that those people who are coming in and out of your life all the time, they're not dependable. That could be a risk of codependency there, where you're constantly waiting on somebody to come back into your life instead of putting some closure on that and finally just saying, you know what, let's go our separate ways. I love you, but I need to move on. So work on where you might have a codependency in your life. I mean, this could be work. You might have a codependency with work or food or beverages. So take a look at what that is for you. Go within to find the self-love you need to support you long term. So one more time, the guidance here is to affirm that you're ready to move on and offer yourself closure, to make sure to avoid self-sabotage, and of course, to Avoid codependencies, those people or objects or things coming in and out of your life a lot that are causing you just always to feel this upset energy. We want to keep our eye on where we're going, a high vibrational place, so that we can have that contented life we're looking for. They did also offer a key word, and it's action. So the key word for February is action. It's time to be fearless and joyfully follow your heart's wishes. So take advantage of new opportunities that come your way this month, and this will help you with the closure needed. Once you see that there's new opportunities, you can move forward with enthusiasm, so take action on your dreams. My book of evidence offers a routine record that will help you incorporate new habits into your daily lifestyle, so you might want to check that out as well. Thank you all so much for being here. If these messages resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to see you at a coffee sometime, so please stay connected with me. And like I said, it really helps me if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. And until next time, take care. Have an amazing February 2023. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.